have a little bit of everything today, a little variety. There's the circuits, there's a 10-second rest, a minute work. There is a 2-minute countdown workout where we'll do as many as we can in that 2 minutes, and then a 30-second of another move before we go back into it. So a little bit of everything today. March it out, march it wide. We're gonna toe tap, right here, tap it, set my watch. Lena will be happy. I have man makers, Renegade Row man makers in there. So I know we had chatted in one of the comments down below about haven't done them in a while. So I threw them in for this workout, arms overhead. Let's get that blood pumping. Now, if you don't want to do my warm-up, you can do jump rope. I try and get like a 5 to 7 minute warm-up in, getting the blood going to everything. But if you would like to do a jump rope or something, please don't just start out jumping or doing something. You really need to warm up, get that blood pumping through all of the body so that you don't injure yourself. 4, reach overhead, stretch out the waist, take it across the chest, sweep it over. Turn the toes a little bit and turn the body and the hips so that you're reaching across. Stretch out that back. We've got some arms, shoulders, and back in the circuits that we're going to do on 4, 3, 2. We're going to step together with the feet right here. Step together, and you can swipe down. Step together. 4, 3, 2. We're going to do a hamstring curl. Right here, pull the arms back. Squeeze the middle of the back. 4, 3, 2. Knees are going to come up, hip flexors, arms to the side. Push them down. Getting that blood pumping through the shoulders, the arms, the back, the legs. Raise it up. Don't bend the upper body down to meet the knees. Pull the knees up to the chest. It's okay. If you're only going to here, it's all right. Go to your range of motion, your comfort level, your fitness. Step a little bit outside of your comfort zone. 4, 3, 2, and 1. March it. Deep breath, inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. We're going to take it out wide one more time. Hold it here. Raise that right arm up over the head. Grab a hold with that left. Pull over and stretch. Feel a nice pull through the waist, the shoulders, all the way down into the hips. Come back up. Deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Arms down. Raise up. Inhale. Grab that left arm. Exhale and pull over to the right side. Up and inhale. Exhale, arms come down. Bring that foot to the front. Right foot is in front, left foot pushes back. I'm going to angle so you can see. Press that heel into the floor. Stretching out the calf, the lower part of the leg, shins, the tibialis, soleus muscle. Raise up on that toe. Wake up that calf, that lower leg. Soleus muscle. 4, 3. Now hold it here. You're going to pull in and press out. in and out. Pull it in, hip flexor, right here, pull in. 4, 3, we're gonna hold it in. On 2, hold it in right here, hold it, pelvic tilt. Open up that hip, drop down, 2, 4 more, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here, right here, hold it. Stretch out that hip flexor, quadricep. Slide that left leg in, pull that right leg up. Engage the core when you bend over. Keep that back flat. Head is in neutral with the spine, so you're in a straight line. Pull up on that toe and stretch out that calf. Press down, front of the leg. Tuck that head, lower that back, roll it up 1 vertebrae at a time. Turn to the front, we're not done. Lower that right arm down. Bend that right leg, open up that left side. Bring that right leg straight, left arm comes down, bend that left leg, right arm up, stretch, open up the chest, shoulders, back, and release it, tuck the head, roll it back up. Turn to the left, over the left shoulder, left leg is out, right leg is back, raise up. You have a neutral spine, so your back is long, you're not sunk over, right? You're not looking down. Keep your head, you don't want to look up and tweak the neck. You want a neutral spine. You want your head and your neck lined up. Hold it here, and you're going to pull in, press out. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. You're going to drop it down. 2, 3. There's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Open up that hip, pelvic tilt, push it forward. Slide that right leg in. Left leg comes up. Engage the core as you bend over. You're not doing this, right? You're not sinking head out of the turtle shell. Back is straight. Head and neck are in line with the spine. Press that foot down to the floor. Feel that stretch all the way back into the glutes. Tuck the head, roll the back up 1 vertebrae at a time. Turn front, deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. We're going to get into that. Your timer is going to be 10-second rest, a minute work, and we're going to do 5 different exercises. I will have the breakdown at the bottom of the video. So we are going to go in 10 seconds. Right reverse lunge, and the dumbbell or the kettlebell, whatever you have, is going to be in that right leg or that right hand. Lunge back, lower that weight down to the floor. Engage the glutes. Keep head and neck lined up with the spine, straight back. Don't be looking down at the leg. Look straight out or slightly up. If you don't have a slider, you would do the same thing. Squeeze that butt. Hamstrings, glutes, quadricep. Okay, we have the left leg. So if you have that slider, weight goes in the same hand as the leg. Now if you feel like you lean, you can hold a weight in both hands. Woo! Really engage those glutes with that slider as you pull back in. Quads on the opposite leg has to engage for you to bring that leg in, because you're not lifting it off the floor. If you don't have a slider, it would look like this. Try and get that weight, if you have a kettlebell, to tap down to the floor. And you really have to engage the obliques as well to hold the weight in this arm to come down. Ooh. All right. We are going to grab the stability ball, if you have one. Again, this is for the glutes and the hamstrings. You're going to raise up and lower back down. Now, if you don't have a stability ball, you can lay on the floor and you can either do the lift off of the floor. I don't want you to pinch the lower back though. You're literally just lifting the legs off. If you're not feeling it, you can come down and you can go into a bridge. Now, if you have something, a band or a block, to put between the legs or around the legs, so that you are really focusing on the glutes and the hamstrings. You want to press through the heels if you're doing a bridge. This is just to wake up those glutes, activate them, so that when we get into that circuit and the other parts of the workout, whoo! All right. Now, you don't need a ball, but you're going to, if you have one, you're going to hold the stability ball in front of you, squat down, come up to the chest, down, and then lower down. Up and pull it in, and then lower it down. Raise up, shoulder level, pull in, engage the back. When you pull those elbows back, squeeze, press, and down. Out, squeeze, out, and down. Out, squeeze in. Stability ball handoff. If you have this, you're going to come straight down to the floor. You're going to raise up. Keep the upper body off the floor if you can. Take that ball in the legs. Lower it down. Only go to where you can keep your back on the floor. If you lower your legs down and your back starts to arch up, you're going too far and you're engaging the hip flexors. You want to make sure that it's all core. Think about squeezing the abdominals as you raise your legs up to get to switch the ball from hand to foot. Okay, we have 2 more rounds of that. If you have the ball and the kettlebell is too much for you, if you're a beginner, you can take that ball. You ready to go? I'm ready to go. You can take that ball and you can put it in your right hand because you're going to do the right leg. All right? And you're going to go back and you're going to come forward. Back, or a chair. If you have a chair, if you're a beginner and you're unstable, you can lunge back, holding onto a chair, holding onto a wall, but you want to keep that spine neutral with the head and neck. Upright position like you have a rod running down your spine so that you can't bend forward. And you want to look out or slightly up towards the ceiling, but you don't want to crane your neck and pinch it going back. All right, you can decide what you want to do. Squeeze that butt. Engage the core. You should feel that in the left oblique. Okay, I did it on the left side, so I'm gonna have to even it out. Now, one side might be harder than the other because you're weaker in one side. So left side might be easier for you because you're standing on that right leg. So you might not feel as wobbly, and you might feel like you can add some weight to this. If you still need the ball or a chair for stabilization, you can hold a weight in the opposite hand. You could hold it at the waist, you could hold it down, you can hold it at the shoulder, which is going to be much harder because if it's too heavy, you're going to do this. We don't want to lean forward and get the quads. We want to go back and engage the glutes. Lower straight down. Drop that weight down to the floor or towards the floor. Woo! Okay. Stability ball or a bridge pose. Legs are out. If you want a band, you can put a band. You're laying over the stability ball. You're squeezing up and getting the hamstrings and the glutes. Slight bend in the knees. Don't lock the legs out. Squeeze and lower down. You'll really feel this in the top part of that, where the lower back and the glute come together. You want to squeeze and work that. You know how you get that spare tire around the waist and right there where it sits. This is awesome for that. Squeeze and lift. Either this one, or you can do a bridge, or you can lay on the floor. If you have any bad knees and the bridge hurts bending your knees, you can even lay on the floor on your stomach and you can lift one leg at a time, up and down, almost like you're swimming. Okay, for that squat, if you don't have a ball, it's okay. Your squat will look like this. You would hold it out. You're going to squat down, pull in, squat down, and lower. Up, pull in, out, and lower. Really, the ball is just to keep you from leaning forward. You want to hinge at the hips, and you want to sit back like you're squatting and hovering over a public toilet. Is the easiest way I can explain it. Put the weight in the heels. Up, pull in, out, and down. Up, pull in, out, and down. Woo. And you're going to go down to the floor. If you don't have a stability ball and you don't want to use a weight, you're going to come up and lower down. Now, we're keeping the lower back on the floor. If you don't have the ball, but this feels too easy, you can jackknife up. Entirely up to you. If you have the ball for the handoff and you can stay pressing your back into the floor and engaging the core. A lot of people will use their arms and their legs. Take it slower. Think about engaging the core when you bring those legs up to bring the ball up to the hands. If you don't like this move, you can always substitute another one in. You can do a hollow hold where you're laying, arms are over the head, and you're holding out and engaging the core. We have one more round of this, and we're going through it. I'm taking very short breaks on these, and we're going straight through to get into the circuit so that we don't give our muscles much rest. That way you don't need a lot of weight, a lot of heavy weights, and it's more challenging because you fatigue your legs and your body a little bit more. So 10-second rest. If you have a dumbbell and you don't have a kettlebell and you can't go down that far with the dumbbell, like you'd like to go a little bit further, turn it so that you're holding it at the one end. That way you can lower that dumbbell down to the floor and feel that core engage instead of holding it like this and feeling like you're gonna reach over. You don't wanna reach over and tap that weight to the ground. It's coming straight back by your knee. Okay? So if you hold that dumbbell by the end, you'll be able to keep an upright position better. This should be, I'm sweating. You should be sweating. We're moving through this. You should be feeling the glutes, the legs, quadriceps, abdominals, arms. Everything's getting warmed up for these circuits. Okay, left leg is next. You can take that 10-second break. Grab your weight, if you're using your weight, or a kettlebell, whatever you're using. Lower down, look straight out. Remember, don't torque your head up and pinch your neck. And don't look down and feel it more in the quad and you disengage the stomach. You want to keep that core tight as you do these. Lower down, down and back up. Going to that stability ball next. I'll show you on the floor what I was talking about with a single leg lift. Okay, so if you don't want to do the bridge and you can't do both feet at the same time, you can lay on the floor, engage the stomach, lift, lift, lift it up. And then eventually you'll be able to engage them both and lift them at the same time. But if you need to, put the one foot down and lift the other one up. Or you can do the stability ball. Raise up and lower down. Tap the feet up and then back down. Up. Squats are next. Feel that in the glutes. Bring that ball out if you have a ball. I showed you without. You can do either one. I'll angle so you can see. You're gonna squat down, pull in, out, and lower. Out, pull in, and lower. Out, pull in. Make sure that when you squat, weight is in the heels, Knees are not caving in. Keep your knees tracking. So you sort of press out with the knees as you go down with the legs. You press out with the legs, so you hold your knees out. Don't let them roll in. Don't let your feet roll in. Out. Woo. Okay, hand off. You should be feeling your back warming up a lot, especially if you have the ball, because when you press out with that ball and you hold it out, you have to engage the back, the shoulders, all the way up and down the spine to keep from rounding forward. Think about engaging your abs as you raise that ball up. Don't just swing up with momentum. Really concentrate. Think about contracting the abdominals, and the way you do that is by pressing the lower back into the floor to get the legs and the ball to lift off of the ground. Well, to lift up to the arms anyway. We're already off the ground. And if you can't seem to get it, just hover here. Hover, keep that lower back in the floor. Like you're pressing your feet towards a door. Hover and your arms are pulling out. And you'll learn to engage that core. Okay, that was 3 rounds, 27 minutes. So if you're pressed on time and you want a quickie workout, that is a great way to get everything going. It hits everything. If you're going on with me, click this link, the top link at the right. That will take you to part 2. If you are going to the cool down, the stretch, and the floor work, click the bottom link. And if you're not and you're done for the day, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in the next part.